Look at her. She's back there sleeping in my purse. Good morning, friends. I have my fantastic homemade pumpkin spice latte here. My current obsession, let's face it. And it's a very cold November day today. And I have an exciting day ahead because for the first time in what feels like ages, I finally have a day entirely for myself. And I am going thrifting today. Yay! I haven't been thrifting in thrift stores for quite a long time. I can't honestly remember when was the last time that I went thrifting. And I do have a few items on my list. I'm going to take a risk and try to go to stores where I normally don't go to. And one of them is particularly far away from where I live, but I think I want to try and see if it's worth the visit. So I'm gonna risk it. I think it's gonna be like a secondhand, very big, but apparently super well organized secondhand outlet store. That's where I wanna go first. And then we'll see how long I'm gonna, how much time I'm gonna spend there. And then potentially come back to more like areas I'm more accustomed to and whatnot, and we'll see what can happen. I already have a couple of places in mind that I want to hit, but I'm gonna drink my latte and just get this show on the road because today's gonna be a good day and I want to get as much done as I possibly can today. So let's see. And obviously you're gonna come with me, so let's go thrifting. The first store I went to is this resales outlet. From outside, it doesn't look promising at all, but inside, it's a whole another story. Everything is perfectly organized in categories, sizes, and colors, so it is very easy to look for things without feeling overwhelmed. There was a lot to go through here, so I searched patiently and thoroughly. I ended up finding lots of things to try on, and there were a lot of cool items at very good prices in here. So all in all, this was definitely worth the visit for me. Before heading to the dressing room, let's take a stroll around the store together. Now that my cart is literally overflowing, it's time to head to the dressing room.
That is full of what you like doing. Then a long life spent in a
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that this looked very cute on the hanger, but when I tried it on, it low-key reminded me of my cat, so I had to pass up on this one. This dress was so unique and fun, I had to try it on. I have no occasion whatsoever to wear this, let's be real, but I still thought it was very cute. I am glad I tried it on because the fabric turned out to be super thin and not very good quality, and it was also extremely unflattering on my body. It enhanced every single little imperfection on my body and also the panty line. Also, these tassels, they look very fun and whimsical, but I imagine myself getting caught with these everywhere, so it's a pass for me. I love a leopard print moment every once in a while, so who knows, this might be a win.
in which the future is almost completely predictable.
I don't know what was I thinking with this. Just because something might seem interesting and cute on a hanger, it doesn't mean that is meant for us or that it suits us, so it's definitely worth to try it on always.
Also, I truly believe that I don't have to buy something just because it's cheap, but I like to look for good quality things that I know that it's going to be worth for me to spend my money on when I buy secondhand. So I always like to try items on and to read the tags to make sure that the garment is made of high quality materials or something that it's easy to take care for. And I inspect the item thoroughly, checking the overall condition and eventual defects like holes, uneven seams, rips, or stains. The second store I've been to was a branch of the Oxfam's charity shops. I have never been to this one specifically, but usually Oxfam shops are very curated and always have a pretty good selection of products. This shop in particular had clothes, shoes and accessories, home decor, books, and more. I didn't find anything for me in here, unfortunately, but there were definitely some gems here. This is definitely not my style, and to be honest, I don't even know where I could wear this, but look how cute this two-piece set blazer plus dress is for just 18 euros. Look how gorgeous this real leather bag is, and this was just 13 euros. I feel like this would be such a perfect work tote. Unfortunately, I don't really need something like this, so I'm gonna have to leave it in the store. Again, not really my style, but this super fuzzy winter coat was just 24 euros, and to be honest, it looks kind of cool. I did try on a few things while visiting the store, but nothing for me that was absolutely worth buying, so I decided to move on to the next one. I decided to try my luck in another resales not far from the Oxfam shop. I didn't like this as much as the one that I visited in the morning, as it was more crowded and I felt like overall the selection and quality of clothes available wasn't as great. But I didn't lose hope and I started digging and trying on, and there were definitely some things that caught my eye here. I'm not gonna lie, I was mildly obsessed with these shoes, but unfortunately they were way too small for my ginormous feet, so I quickly had to forget about these ones. This denim skirt was absolutely gorgeous and I was very excited to find it and to realize that it was my size. Unfortunately, when I tried it on, I realized very quickly that it was very low quality. The stitching was very poorly done and it caused these weird waves on the side. So even though it was just €6.90, I had to say no in this case. This Calvin Klein denim vest was marked as a size small, and as you can probably tell from this footage, it was indeed a size small. I actually had some striped white leg pants on my list, but look at the stitching. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm holding another thrift store bag in my hand, so it looks like it was a successful day of thrifting after all. I can't wait to show you what I got.
All right, friends, good morning. It is the next day and it was yesterday honestly way too dark and I was way too tired to film the haul portion of the video. Thrifting is very fun and very exciting, but also kind of exhausting. So let's do it in daytime after some beauty sleep. I haven't found so much. I only came back home with 5 pieces, which I'm absolutely fine with, but these are exciting ones. So I consider myself an experienced thrifter. I've been thrifting for I don't know, 15 years, more than 15 years. I honestly cannot remember exactly when I started. So when I go thrifting, I know how to look for good quality pieces, and I look for things that, you know, can match my style, can match my wardrobe. And just because something is cheap, it doesn't mean that it has to be bought at all costs, because I think it's cute and it's cheap. Sometimes there are a lot of other things that play a role. So I tried on a lot of things, believe me, a lot of things. And I came back with 5 pieces, and now I'm going to show you what I got. It's a little hard to show you on camera if I'm just sitting here holding up the pieces in front of the camera, so I'm just going to insert some try-on clips. So the first thing that I got at the first resales I went to yesterday morning is a cardigan. It's a simple black cardigan, an open one, no buttons or anything like that, but it has an oversized look and a dropped shoulder, which I really like. And where the seam of the shoulder is, it has these studs. I think it is super simple, but also kind of unique. It has kind of like a very interesting detail that makes it less boring and less plain, which I really like, and it absolutely suits my style. A little bit of a punk rock element, I'm into it. So this is also kind of like a viscose blend, so the material feels really good. It's not just pure and plain polyester, but there is some viscose in here, so that's really good. This was €9.90, and it is originally from H&M Divided, so not the greatest brand, but this feels like a very good piece, and I take very good care of my clothes, so I'm excited to include this in my wardrobe. The next thing that I got, it's also from the first resales, and I wasn't specifically looking for something like this, but this really caught my eye. I tried it on and I thought this was so cute, and it could match, you know, I could create some very cute outfits with this, so I decided to get it. And it is this long sleeve black top, super flowy and soft, and it has these super cute bell sleeves, so very open sleeves. I have nothing like this, so I thought this was a super interesting detail. And it has a low cut, like a V cut here in the back. I think this is something very kind of like basic that you can pair with a lot of different things, because it's just plain black and it has a very plain silhouette overall. But you know, these two details with the cut in the back and the bell sleeves make it just something a little more interesting that can really spruce up a simple pair of jeans, for example. And so I thought this was too cute to pass up. This is the brand originally, and this was €3.90. Finally, from the first resales, I am so excited about this because this is the softest thing I have ever touched. Please don't tell this to my cat, but it is kind of true. It is this super cute, fluffy and soft leopard print cropped faux fur jacket. I wear a lot of black, I wear gray, I wear sometimes white, I wear denim and very specific washes of denim, so not all denim, but sometimes I like to incorporate something that catches the eye a little, or that has a little, you know, a little louder, so to speak. And I thought that this was, you know, such a perfect addition to my wardrobe, because this, I can definitely use it to, you know, give a little bit of color and fun and punk rock extravaganza into otherwise always plain winter outfits. We're always bundled up in these puffy jackets and ginormous scarves and coats and whatever. And so it can be fun and interesting to have something like this on. I know that this is going to be something that I look forward to wear and style. Something that I wasn't super convinced at the beginning, so that's why I tried it on multiple times, is the fact that this is slightly large. So it's oversized fit, and it's slightly large at the bottom, But by not having an elastic and not being super tight at the bottom, this makes it easier for me to wear. I want things to be comfortable, and I cannot be bothered to have a jacket that I constantly have to adjust and pull down if there is an elastic band at the end of at the seam of the jacket, which happened a lot of times with other bomber style type of jackets. I constantly need to pull them down, and that bothers me so much. So the fact that this is just loose makes it for me easier to move into without constantly having to pull down the jacket, which I think is fantastic. I forgot to mention that this was $19.90 and this is the original brand. Moving on to the next resale, I have something that I was very excited about, because this one, I think it was kind of like a steal and a super good find. I found a 100% cashmere sweater, which fits like a glove. It is this dark gray and has a v-neck, but it was marked only $29.90 because it was considered second choice. And I think the reason, because I inspected thoroughly, and I think the reason why this was marked second choice is because it has a little bit of lint.
To be honest, I also think that the previous owner didn't wash it properly and that the sweater has slightly shrunk. But all in all, it looks in really good condition, so win-win for me.
But to be honest, this is nothing that a lint remover cannot remove. So cashmere products can be very expensive, also secondhand, because of the very good quality. I was very excited about this because I've been wanting to get a cashmere sweater for so long, but I couldn't keep myself, to spend that much on a new sweater. So I kept looking in a secondhand market. So yeah, nothing that a lint remover cannot remove. So super excited about this find. This is the original brand. Finally, I have something that I wasn't specifically looking for, but I didn't have a lot of luck in the bottoms department. So I was looking for shoes. I was looking for pants, specifically palazzo pants or, wide leg pants. I really couldn't find anything that I liked that was my size. You know the drill. Sometimes thrifting is a little bit of a riddle and a little bit of a wheel of fortune kind of situation. I tried this on and I thought this was so cute and something very fun, but not too extravagant that it's gonna be out of style, in my opinion, in like 6 months or so. Denim dress with 3/4 length puffed sleeves, and it has a zipper at the back and kind of like a little bit of a flared skirt. It has an A-line silhouette, I think it's called, and this fitted me so nicely. I was so happy when I tried this on because I thought this looked very good on me. I have wider hips and kind of like slightly prominent thighs, and so I think this was flattering for my body type. And the puff sleeve make my body look slightly more proportioned. I don't have a lot of, boobs, so my body is not super proportioned. I can imagine myself wearing this with boots and tights in the winter, or just in the summer with some sneakers and, I don't know, a necklace or something to spruce it up a bit. And yeah, this was originally from this brand, and this was €12.90. Finally, something that I want to show you that I also found very randomly at another resales, but I didn't film any of it because, I wasn't filming. These two scarves.
I actually bought these a few days before filming this video, so I don't have any footage of me buying these, but I still wanted to include them in this thrift haul because I think they're really nice pieces and they as well deserve to be in the spotlight.
I cannot tell you how long I've been looking for something like this. This has been on my list for so long that I kind of like gave up looking for it because I could never find something that would suit my requirements. But I finally found the perfect red tartan scarf. It has a little bit of a tassel situation here at the bottom. and this is so soft and so warm. I have been wearing it nonstop in the last few days. I already washed and worn these, and this was €9.90, which might seem a little too much for a used scarf, but honestly for me this was priceless. And then the second one, which was slightly cheaper, this was €4.90. We have more black in this one, and also with white and red. I was surprised how many good pieces I was able to find in just one simple thrift day. I am so excited. Now the list, or the items that I'm looking for are definitely not all complete. So there are still a few gaps that I need to fill in my wardrobe. I'm still looking for pants and possibly a pair of shoes. There are a couple of things that I'm looking for. So I probably either go to other thrift stores and see what I can find, or I'll turn into vintage because the things that I want to find are very specific. So I find that sometimes turning to vintage can be a really great option because you can really filter to your customed criteria, and I think that's fantastic. But yeah, this was my thrift haul. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you had fun just as much as I did by, hunting down everything and, kind of like taking a peek at what Berlin has to offer in terms of thrift stores. Yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, you know the drill. You can give a like, you can share it, you can leave a comment below and tell me which one of my finds is your favorite. And you can also subscribe if you still haven't. You would make my day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.